Regardless of how important a series is within the larger picture of the season, it's a game you want to get up for. Every series win feels good, so we should see a fun matchup in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go. And on the hill today, Satchel Paige. What do you look for here?
Well, he got into the 8th inning his last time out, really pitching deep into games as of late. We'll see today how many innings he's got in him.
Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate.
The afternoon for Atlanta, the right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
The wind of the pitch. That's outside, and we're underway.
First pitch, 110.
Satchel comes to the plate. And there's a ball.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Next pitch misses, and it's 3-0. There's a strike.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
And he walked him.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Leading off the afternoon for Atlanta,
David Justice now at the plate.
Justice.
Pickoff attempt by Satchel. Acuna dives back in. And that's in there for strike one. Satchel kicks and delivers. And now the count is even.
Good speed on the base paths. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some type of hit and run or a run and hit.
There's a strike. In the air to left center. Granderson under it. Puts it away for the out.
Batting third, the third baseman.
Here's Brian Snitker's lineup for the Braves. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for him. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
Acuna stands at first with one out. Satchel checks on the runner. Acuna dives back in. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all. Called strike right there. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Granderson on his way over, and it's caught. And there's two away.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, Gary Sheffield.
So now to the plate for Atlanta, Gary Sheffield. One of the stars in the win yesterday as he had 3 hits. Going 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
At the belt and fires.
No.
Ball 1 there. The pitch. That one hammered left field. This one's got a chance. And it is gone. He flexes his power with that swing. Home run number 5 on the season. It's 2-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Now in for the Braves, Pudge Rodriguez. And ball 1.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
Next offering misses. 2-0. Paige. Maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Paige winds and fires. Check swing, but he went too far. 2-2. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
No, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have...
And down on strikes. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And it's 2-zip. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Welcome back. And on the hill, Greg Maddux. And as usual with him, Singy, I think we can expect plenty of strikeouts.
True legend in this game with over 300 career wins. Always a joy to watch him go to work. He's effortless out there. Doesn't wear his emotions on his sleeve. Doesn't know when he's high or when he's low.
So up now for Kansas City, Curtis Granderson.
The left fielder.
He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. And that one is in for a strike. And strike 2.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
That hits the dirt. 1-2 the count. Swing and a miss. Pulled the string on the changeup.
No, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders, have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone.
And here now, the lineup for the Royals. And with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
Boog, you have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also you guys can cruise to the finish line and not have to worry about a comeback in the end.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike.
I remember when all the eyes in baseball were on Brett as he chased the magic 400 mark in 1980. Didn't miss by much. Finished at 390.
Foul tip. Oh, that got our umpire. And it looks like it got him upstairs. The season Brett had in 80 was out of this world. Led the league in average, slugging, and OPS. The pitch. That one missed.
And Brett was at the 400 mark with only a couple of weeks left in the 80 season. It looked like he was going to do it.
Jim Rice hoping for a chance he would represent the tying run.
Yeah, Boog, plenty of power in that bat, and they'd love to give him a shot here.
Base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
And to the plate for Kansas City, Jim Rice had an RBI yesterday, one of the 2 runs they scored in the game. First pitch, and he just misses. Moves first. Brett dives back in. Righty to the plate. And a good eye there. Brett, the runner at first with 2 gone. And a pop-up. Right side, foul territory. Olsen puts the squeeze on that one. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Royals lead 1. They trail it here 2-0. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, Matt Olsen up to the plate.
The first baseman, Matt Olsen.
The pitch. There's the strike. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Clyde Washington doing the umpiring behind the dish in this one. Sometimes considered a bit of a pitcher's umpire, Singy.
He likes the low ball, which traditionally favors pitching, but you know, hitters today are pretty good at dropping their barrel down, so we'll see how it goes in this one.
Next one is off the plate, and a count 2-1. What about some no-nos? Like, you can't call the umpire blue the way you do in Little League or high school, right?
Yeah, even in the minor.
Oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone. That one felt good. 3rd home run of the season. It's 3-0.
Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
And here is Michael Harris. And a foul ball. Satchel into his motion. The long windup. Turns on the rubber. Kicks and fires.
Ball one.
Ripped into right center. Base hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory, average going up, OBP, everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
Dansby Swanson stands in. 2 for 9 so far in the series. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. That's in for a strike. Throw, tag, out. What a throw by Salvador Perez.
Well, I could see he had a big lead out there at second base, so it wasn't a shock when he took off. But trying to steal third right there, it's kind of risky, man. You're already in scoring position, so you got to make sure that you can make it there safely. That wasn't the case.
Next pitch misses way outside. Dansby Swanson's turned into one of the best defensive shortstops in baseball, Chris. And a lot of the help came from Ron Washington, but Dansby put in the work. The 1-1 is fouled off. Dansby Swanson, after all of that hard work defensively, won himself the Gold Glove in 2022. Swing and a ball popped up, and no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Next one off the plate inside. It's 2-2. Got him swinging.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information, but the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating, that's really good pitching right there. And it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
Kicks and fires. Swing and a foul straight back. Next pitch is outside.
It's a good take.
The pitch. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Right-hander kicks, deals. And down on strikes he goes. And that will end the inning. But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Kansas City, bottom of the inning, digging in, Buck O'Neil. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. The wind of the pitch. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
when you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup. And I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
The 1-1. Just off the outside edge. Slow roller to third. Jones zips it across. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting 6, the shortstop, Xander.
Now here's Xander Bogaerts now. 2 for 7 in the series so far. This guy is an elite level hitter, especially considering contact, just the ability to hit for average. What you really like, though, stays in against those righties, and that's not so easy as a right-handed batter. And he deals.
There's some players, for whatever reasons, they seem to just face a slew of right-handed pitchers, and their comfort level increased so much that they'd actually prefer to face that same side thrower in a tough situation.
The next pitch misses, and it's 2-1. Yeah, most guys struggle against the same side, whether it's left on left or right on right, and this guy's an exception. Next offering way upstairs. And that one in the air center field. Makes the catch. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting 7, the second baseman.
And next up for the Royals, Alfonso Soriano. 3 for 7 in the series so far. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. In there, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, he's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
Oh, and 2 now. And now 1 and 2. Next one misses. Now 2 and 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And the 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
He wanted that fastball high and tight, looking for a strikeout, just didn't locate it very well.
Got it by him for the K. Nothing doing for the Royals. They trail in this one 3-0. Back here at the ballpark, and now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Look, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Oh, that hit him. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
Now the number 2 hitter, David Justice. He's 0 for 1. Satchel with a pick off to first. Acuna dives back in. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Justice, a former rookie of the year, batting second in today's lineup. He's usually in right field, but today he's getting the DH treatment. Pickoff attempt by Satchel. Acuna back in standing.
Well, a nice day off for him, not having to jog out to the outfield. Gets to be in the DH spot. Be curious to see how he keeps himself in a rhythm, not playing defense.
And it's even up. The next offering misses. 2-1. Runner at first with no outs here. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Took that screwball up there and got him to swing through it. It's kind of part changeup, part curveball, a reverse curveball, I guess. And clearly it's got some good movement on it. We just don't get to see a good one very often, so it's kind of fun to see. And that was a great one right there.
Jones stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. The 0-1. And a pitch out, but nothing going on. The 1-1. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Satchel checks on the runner. Acuna dives back in. Next one is off the plate. 2-2. Acuna leads off first with one away. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Satchel with a pickoff to first, and he's back standing. Sheffield in his 8th season, 27 years old, and his last 10 games stand out. He's homered in 4 of them. Sheffield stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Next offering is down low. And now 2-0. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Satchel with the 2-1. Pudge Rodriguez waits on deck. And a 3-1 on the way. Ripped to short. They get the force, and that'll do it. Braves strand 1, but they lead at 3-0. Welcome back. And now the veteran catcher, Salvador Perez.
The catcher, Salvador.
Chris, Salvi had Tommy John surgery. It seems like more and more position players are having Tommy John surgery. Remember, Corey Seager had it, Didi Gregorius, Travis d'Arnaud, just to name a few.
Yeah, he bounced back pretty well from it. He became the comeback player of the year in 2020, the second Royals player to win that award. The other one was Mike Moustakas, his former teammate back in 2017.
That one finds the zone, and the count 1-1. And the pitch. On the ground to the left. Nice grab. The throw. And that's a great play for the out.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just pours in on the hands.
Here's Martin Digo stepping into the box. That's in for a strike. Digo measures 6 feet 2 inches, 195 pounds, and he was born in Cuba. And it's fouled away. Going 2 now. Out to short. Swanson fires over to first. And a couple of quick outs.
The left fielder, Curtis Granderson.
So the Royals batting order turns over. And stepping in is the speedy Curtis Granderson. Struck out swinging his first time. That one misses in the dirt. Good eye right there.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
The wind to kick the 2-0. And a big swing and a miss. They say you went. On the ground to first. Olsen steps on the bag. Royals set down in order. Royals go down 1-2-3. Still down 3-0. And welcome back. New inning getting started. And here's the catcher, Pudge Rodriguez. The pitch. And that one is inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Next pitch misses. Ball 2. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Chisholm makes the catch. And there's one down.
Up next for a ball, the first baseman, Matt.
And now Matt Olson up to hit. The solo homer is. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. On to O'Neill. And Olson is set down.
The center fielder, Michael Harris.
Michael Harris next up for the Braves. Doubled in his first AB. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. And there's a ball.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Here's a 1-1. Pounding ball here, rolls foul.
And what makes him even quicker is the fact that he's so dialed in on the pitch as it's moving through the hitting zone. He can see how that hitter's lined up, what he's trying to do, and where that pitch is going to end up, which gives him that really quick first step. And that's why he makes so many great plays.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Hard hit left side. Bogarts with the throw to first. Third out. Down in order go the Braves. But they're on top by a count of 3-0. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Jazz Chisholm Jr. The right-hander back to work. And he flips a breaking ball in there, or a changeup.
Either one. Something off speed. Good arm action on it, whatever it was.
Next offering is in for a strike. The 0-2. And ball one.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
The 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. That misses the zone, and it's 2-2.
Didn't get the result he wanted, but that's a nice pitch right there.
Now all even up.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
3-2 now. In the dirt. Rodriguez up with it to first, but no chance to recover. He'll reach after the strikeout.
The third baseman.
Well, you don't see it very often, but every once in a while, a guy strikes out and still somehow ends up safe on first. And when it happens, you kind of scratch your head, but I guess sometimes a pitch is so nasty it makes everyone miss. Now they're going to have to get more than 3 outs in this inning.
Now the third baseman, George Brett.
He was the big part of the field last time. Nice liner to center.
And that one is lifted in the air. Acuna there. And there's one away.
Up next for the Royals, the right fielder, Jim.
Now it'll be the cleanup hitter for the Royals, Jim Rice. He's 0 for 1. Throw over to first. Chisholm back easily. That one's in there, 0-1. Now move to first. Chisholm back on a dive. And the right-hander deals. Now 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That one's in there. And the count 1-2.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Next pitch is outside. And that's ball 2. And now the count filled up 3-2. Maddux picks to first. Chisholm gets back easily. Struck him out looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
O'Neill in the box now. No balls and a strike. Chisholm off of first with 2 away. Pickoff throw, and he dives back in safely. The 0-1. And that one fouled off. Pickoff move to first, and he's back in there. And now it's 1-2. On the ground to third. Oh, look at the stop. Not in time. He's safe. First and second, 2 down. And here is Xander Bogaerts. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Even though Bogaerts at the beginning of his career signed with and then played for the Boston Red Sox, his favorite player growing up was Derek Jeter, and that's why he wore number 2. Fouled off. He was late. Here's the 0-2. Stays alive. Maddux, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. The 0-2. Outside.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Royals strand a pair. They trail it here 3-0. Back here in Kansas City. Now here is Dansby Swanson.
Swanson, former first-round pick by the Arizona Diamondbacks, Vanderbilt player in college, College World Series player, all that good stuff, but really coming into his own.
There's a strike. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You're talking about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. 1 down.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Caught looking his first time up. And that's in there for strike 1.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
And a foul ball. The 0-2 pitch from Satchel. That one missed. And the pitch.
Two and two.
And another ball. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Here's Satchel with the payoff pitch. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And that's a double.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Pitcher's away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Ronald Acuna Jr. digs in now. Swings through that one. 0-1.
So, Boog, you're the fashion police. What do you got on Ronald Acuna and the way that he accessorizes the uni?
Oh, Siggy, I dig it. The Braves base colors red and blue, but he adds the yellow. It kind of represents the Venezuelan flag, the country that he hails from. Strike 2. Action in the pen down there. Dylan Coleman getting loose out there. Barlow getting loose as well. 1 out and a runner at second. Gonna count 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Next offering misses down and away.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Up next for Atlanta.
So here's the Braves designated hitter, David Justice. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Ozzie flying around third. He'll score, and it's 4-0.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
And the Royals manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Satchel Paige is done, and we'll be back with their first arm out of the pen after a quick break. So the Royals bring on a new arm, Zach Greinke. This is his 5th appearance of the year.
Number 23, Zach Greinke.
Chipper Jones next up for the Braves. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1. Saying, you know, Zach Greinke, a guy that even while he's been playing, he likes scouting amateur talent in person and watching guys on video. Well, in the 2012 year when he was with Milwaukee, he went into their draft room and there was video on the screen of a certain player, and he pointed at the screen Greinke did and said, that's the guy you should take with your first pick. He's the best player in the draft. And it turned out to be his future teammate, Corey Seager. That one finds the corner. Strike 1. Right-handed reliever. On the ground, out to short. That ends the frame. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Braves 4 and the Royals nothing. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Alfonso Soriano. This is a true five-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. Maddux back to work. And that one missing low.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
And there's the strike. It's for average power, the ability to field, the arm, and then the speed. Really impressive. That clips the zone. That's strike two. And here it comes. Gets a piece and stays alive. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. And a pitch. Lifted in the air, right center field. Acuna after it. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, catcher, Salvador.
And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. 0 for 1 so far. And that one fouled off. The 0-1. That one drifts inside.
Well, that two-seam fastball is a great pitch from a right-hander to a right-handed batter. Just really teases the inside part of the plate, runs in on the hands.
Swing and a miss. Yeah, the count 1-2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Yeah, there's 2 away.
Now batting,
Martin Digo digging in now. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Ground ball up the middle. Oh, great grab on the dive. And very nicely done for the out.
That was a great job of doing the math. He had the perfect angle. Diving stop completes the play, and that ends the inning.
All set for the top of the 6th. And now it's Atlanta's cleanup hitter, Gary Sheffield. The wind to kick the pitch. Greinke, over 200 career wins, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit. The 1-0. And a foul ball. Here's a 1-1. Out towards left center. Granderson coming on. Makes a nice running catch. And there's one away. And now Pudge Rodriguez, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. And this is a guy that doesn't just impact the game defensively. They count on him to deliver offense.
He's the first guy at the ballpark. He's got to study opposing hitters. He's got to get familiar with his starting pitcher for that night. And he's getting in the cage to take his swings. That's a whole lot, and so many times goes unnoticed.
The wind and the pitch. Tapped softly on the ground, and it goes just foul. And 1-2.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Here is Matt Olson. He launched a solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot. Matt Olson, he's one of those guys with light tower power from the left side. You know, reached 100 career home runs in less than 400 games played.
2 down, nobody on. Yeah, you know, Chris, only 10 other players have ever accomplished that milestone so quickly, and I am not going to list them right now. Left-hand hitter waits. On the ground, right side. On to O'Neill. And Olson is set down. That's out number 3. So they go quietly there. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Braves 4 and the Royals nothing. Back here at the ballpark, bottom of the 6th. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder Curtis Granderson. Maddux back to work.
Well, these Royals, from what we've seen, I think it's fair to wonder if they've been too patient at the plate. Sometimes it's a good thing, but today they're continuing to fall behind in the count, and that's adding a ton of pressure to their offense.
And now it's even up. Next one is off the plate, and it's 2-1. Next offering is fouled back. Two. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Got him out on the front foot. Couldn't keep the hands back long enough and played right into the hands of the pitcher.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Chisholm, an all-star a season ago, 25 years old, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. Gets the call. That's strike 1.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
The 1-1. Upstairs. That one's in there, and the count's even at 2.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
Next offering way off the plate.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Payoff pitch. Fights it off. He'll see another. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Center field. And there are 2 down.
Now batting, the third baseman, George.
2 outs, base is empty. So up now for Kansas City, George Brett, 1 for 2. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Brett tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. And Ed Drummond right on it, says he held up. Pitch misses. 2 balls, no strikes to count.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Two outs. That one fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. Left-hand batter waits. And now it's 3-2. This to third. Chipper fires to first. And that is the inning. KC down in order. They trail it here 4-0. Three, 4, 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Braves 4 and the Royals 1. On the mound now, Craig Kimbrell.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with a W.
Number 46, Craig Kimbrell.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Here's the third baseman, George Brett. 1 for 3. And a pitch. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Singy, that's a start.
Yeah, as soon as that ball got through, I could see down in the dugout, guys pumping their fists. They know that they got a chance in this ball game.
So a man aboard. And next up for the Royals, Jim Rice.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1 ball.
Brett on at first. Nobody out. There's a strike.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
That misses the zone. 2-1. Started after it. Appeal to first. And that's going to be ruled a swing. Check on the runner. Brett back in standing. This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. And the runner stays where he is. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
They're not ready to go home quite yet.
The first baseman, number 22.
Buck O'Neil steps in for the Royals.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
Fouled off left side. The tying run at the plate. In the dirt, but kept close. But no advance from the runners. That's off the mark. Now 2 balls and a strike.
This is the guy they turn to get the most important outs of the ball game, but they're going to make him work to get this save.
That one in for a strike, 2-2. Tying run at the plate. Got him. Now one away. Now Xander Bogaerts gets a chance to hit. It's amazing. We get a chance to talk to a lot of opposing managers. This guy scares managers on the other team as much as anyone.
And he gets to fly beneath the radar with the other more recognizable names in this lineup.
The pitch. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
The pitch. That one misses, and it's 2-1.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Runners at first and second with one gone. Pitch misses. 3 balls and a strike. Alfonso Soriano on deck for the Royals. Kicks and fires. Line drive, base hit. Coming around third is Brett. He scores, and it's now a 2-run game.
Big RBI for him right there. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Substitution now at first base. Entering is the pinch runner, Bobby Witt Jr. Here at the bottom of the ninth, 1 out. Now here is Alfonso Soriano. Kimbrel picks over, and he's back in standing. In there for strike one. Kicks and deals.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Swing and a miss.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Trying to keep the game alive here in the bottom of the ninth. Sets him down looking. Called strike 3 on a fastball up in the zone.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
The pitcher on here, Raisel Iglesias. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. Next is the Royals catcher, Salvador Perez. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Two-run game, a 2 away here in the bottom of the ninth. And there's the strike. Swing and a miss. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Got him, and that's the ball game.
This was a huge win to take this series on the road before heading back home. You go home feeling good about yourselves. You've got some good momentum. But at home, you also have a higher expectation to play well. So they're going to have to maintain the focus because those fans are expecting a lot.
And your final 4-2 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shambi saying so long.
final line score for our ball game this afternoon for the victorious Atlanta Braves. 4 runs on 6 hits, 1 error. They left 2 men on base. For Kansas City, 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 56 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon.